Hi Scorpio, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina, and this is a love story reading for you for whenever you come across it. And in that sense, it is a timeless reading. Hopefully, there are messages here that can resonate with you. If not, please do not force these messages to apply to your situation. Okay, you will know whether they actually sit well with you or not. Okay. I actually did a Scorpio reading before and I had posted on my channel as well. If you are a subscriber, you would probably know that. But for some reason, I was just not happy with that reading. I don't know, I kept getting this inkling, that I need to redo it, that I was just not satisfied with it. Okay, let's just put it that way. So, for some odd reason, I wanted to pull out Lenormand cards, which I haven't done for any of the other signs. So, let's see what needs to come through for you. This is going to be a past, present, future kind of a snapshot. Okay, Lenormand is very in your face. It's very blunt. It is quite to the point. So I haven't seen these cards. Let's see. You've got the dog at the bottom of the deck, which I really like seeing because that indicates a level of familiarity, fidelity, and loyalty as well. So it usually refers to friendship as well. So maybe you are currently in a relationship with somebody who you start off being friends with. Okay, that is quite possible, but in a general sense, it means that there is fidelity and loyalty here. So let's see. Wow, speaking of loyalty, we have the ring, the heart, and we have the child. Wow, this is really beautiful. Okay, I mean, for a new relationship, I don't think I could have asked for a better setup. So this all in all means that it is a new commitment, and there is passion here, there's feelings, there's a mutual likeness, respect, and there's a lot of romance that is coming through. Okay, and with the dog being right next to the ring here, this is someone who is looking for something that is long term, someone who's looking for commitment, and you are most likely to be in a partnership with this person for a long period of time whenever you come across them. Okay, and given the circumstances that we are in, I don't know when that will be. Okay, so anyhow, it is quite possible that a friend actually confesses their feelings to you and you consider that and move in a new direction with this person. So there's a childlike innocence coming through over here as well. So definitely a new connection. If not new, if you are already with somebody, then this is likely to be a really nice renewal, okay, of your vows, so to speak, and of your romance. Okay, so this is really, really positive. Okay, let's put these aside and we'll start with some oracle cards. Okay, just to get an idea of what's happening. Actually, I don't know if I can actually top that, because that was so positive, like really the perfect kind of romantic reading, partnership reading you can get. But let's see. We get imagine. Okay, Spirit, what else do we have for Scorpios? Okay, we get truth be told. And this has been coming up a lot exactly in this position for most of the other readings. Okay, most of the other signs that I've come across. It's just that I feel like this downtime that we've got, we're starting to really be pragmatic, in the sense that we want to understand what really vibes with us, and we're starting to look at things from a more how do I put this, authentic perspective. Okay, wanting only things that connections, rather, in this case, that are authentic, where you don't need to wear a mask with anyone, you don't need to be somebody else, you don't need to pretend, you can just be right? And we have here and now and blessed. Like, this is really, really nice. And we've got message in a bottle at the bottom of the deck. So perhaps if you are, like I said, if you're single, you could expect a message coming through quite soon. Okay. I'm getting like between 5 and 6 days or weeks at the most. Okay, but days more likely. Okay, but what this is telling me is that this is a very open-hearted, how do I put this, like a very welcoming, okay, welcoming connection. For some of you, I'm hearing it's a welcoming change. So I feel like for some of you, you've literally manifested this person, or you're going to manifest this person out of thin air, and using the law of attraction, using the power of co-creation with the universe. You are and I'm also hearing, okay, I'm getting messages. In the past, I feel that you may have had standards that were not up to the mark, okay, or you may have sort of lowered your standards just to get along, okay, just to be with somebody. But I feel like now what's happening is, Scorpio, you are changing that around. You're being really honest about what kind of connection you want, and that in itself is helping you manifest the right kind of person towards you in your life. Okay, if this is an existing connection, then you're just having heart to heart good conversations, healthy conversations with each other, especially in terms of where this is heading and what is the likelihood of fidelity and commitment. Okay, what do you want in terms of a long-term partnership? That is what you're being really honest, not just with the other person. You're being honest about it with the other person, but you're being firstly honest about it with yourself. Okay, what you really want in a connection. And this is a number 5, which indicates changes and disruptions sometimes. But I feel like what's happening here is that you have changed your perspective and you're now, right on track, right on path to be able to attract the right person in your life. And they're giving you a bit of, an advice here, Scorpio. What Spirit is trying to say is that whatever happened in the past, it happened for a reason, and it's made you a lot more smart. It's made you smarter, it's made you wiser, it's made you realize, that there are certain things that you can put up with and certain things that should not belong in your life, okay? And it's made you, I'm hearing, even change your attitude and your behavior towards relationships in general. And they're asking you to be, to gather the lessons that you've learned from the past, but be in the present, okay? That's over, that's done with. Now look towards your new connections with a new light, with a fresh new perspective, okay? With a childlike innocence as well, okay? But you're absolutely on track. You are likely to meet somebody who's literally the universe is blessing you with a connection that is truly, truly meant for you. Okay, so I'm gonna pull some tarot cards to get a deeper understanding of this. Okay, why are these in reverse? Okay. Sorry, my deck is in reverse. Okay, wow, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Fool, and the Queen of Wands. So you've got a fresh new start here already. Okay, and actually incidentally in the reading, sorry, my nose is itching, always a good sign that it is true. Okay, in your other reading that I'd done, I had seen a lot of fiery energy, and in essence what that reading was about was I was reading for a Scorpio who may have jumped into something really quickly and with a fiery passion and without really exercising any caution or control. And there's a point in the trajectory of a relationship where you need to get a little more practical and honest about where this is heading. Okay, when the initial sort of fireworks fizzle out, then what? Is this gonna last? Is this gonna stand the test of time? Those are the kind of questions that you want to ask yourself, right? Now, with the Ace of Wands and the Fool and the Queen of Wands being here, I am sensing that you're in essence, you're ready. Okay, you are ready for a connection. The Ace of Wands here is that initial spark. Okay, that excitement when you come across somebody and you're like, yes, I'm interested, this excites me, this person is intriguing, I want to go ahead, I want to explore this. Okay, and that is what the Fool also does. He explores, he leaves all the baggage behind. There's zero baggage here. He is the number 0, and he follows his heart. He goes where his heart is leading him. But there is a caution here to not be too quick, okay, and to be pragmatic. Okay, and this Queen of Wands had come up in the future area of the previous reading that I had done. So you are most likely to come across somebody who is a fire sign. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag, but I'm strongly feeling Aries and Sag here. But we'll delve into it. Okay, we'll delve into it and understand. Let's see where you're coming from. I'm a little curious about that. Where are you coming from? Okay, these two cards wanted to come out. Okay, so more fire energy. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So this kind of confirms what I was saying initially, that in the past I feel that you may have been a little hasty and gotten into I'm hearing gotten into trouble. Okay, but that's what happens in the lower in the shadow side of the Fool. You tend to make mistakes in the sense that you jump into something without absolutely giving it any thought, and being too quick, too hasty. Okay, and most importantly, ignoring the red flags. But I'm not seeing red flags here. This is where you're coming from. So I feel like you've maybe dealt with some of that, the whole one night stand kind of energy in the past, where people might have even taken advantage of you, and you may be a little gullible at that point of time. Okay, but now I feel like you're being really honest, and you are realizing that it's best to actually take things slow and to rely on I'm hearing rely on your instincts. Okay, that's great. That's what actually the Queen of Wands does. She's not somebody who's going to neglect or avoid looking at red flags or overlooks them in any way. she's very smart in that sense, okay? Don't go by the gender, but you know what I mean. So now I feel like you are starting to take things a bit slow. You are looking at things from a more practical perspective, okay? Which is what the earth signs do in general. So that's nice. And I want to see where is this transition coming from. Okay, so how has Scorpio like transitioned into this new energy? Okay, yeah, so we've got the 9 of Pentacles. This to me is you realizing your sense of self-worth and knowing that you deserve better, okay? This is also a slow energy. I don't know if you can pick that up, but there's a snail there in this card, and this woman is really taking her time to enjoy the fruits of her labor. She's earned it, okay? And I'm hearing that stupid ad, Maybelline's ad. Maybe she's born with it. Okay, I don't know why I'm saying that, but anyway, you get the gist. You know that you're worth a lot more, and you deserve way more than just a passing, you know, a passerby. Let's just put it that way. And okay, let's see where this is heading. I'm curious about that. So we've put these lovely new fresh energy cards here. So tell me more about this person who's entering their life. Okay, before I ask the question, these wanted to come out. So this is, I feel, where you're coming from. Okay, you've had to walk away from something that was restricting you in a way, and there was a lot of thought process going on there which kind of bogged you down. And at some point I feel you may have even felt like, you know, like this is not going anywhere. There's just a lot of stagnancy. But I'm getting that it might have actually affected your sense of self-worth in a way, okay? But this person in the 8 of Cups knows that, I mean, all of these cups are standing, okay? They haven't spilt over or anything. But he realizes that he has the passion and the drive to actually look at something else and seek something else out there that is much better for him, that is going to give him that sense of fulfillment, like you see in the 9 of Cups, okay? And contentment, more importantly. So that's where you're coming from. I feel some of you may have even felt quite rejected, like you couldn't get anywhere with this person, okay, in the past. Wow, they're showing me all of these past cards now. Let's not get into that actually, okay? So let's ask about where this is heading and more about this Queen of Wands, the new energy that's coming in. And you've got more wands. The 6 of Wands, this had come up in the previous reading as well. Okay, and this card came up like this, so I'm going to take that. The 7 of Swords. That to me is again that honesty coming through, okay? Not putting up with things or people or situations that you don't feel like honestly instinctively worthy of you and your time and your energy, okay? Especially people who've not really been honest with you. You're not willing to put up with that anymore. Because you are confident, okay? You are in your element now. And you know your worth, more importantly. It's like you've come to this new sense of recognition, you know, self-recognition. And you're not going to let that go. So that's really powerful. That's good. Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles. So this could be, again, like your energy or the person who's coming in, okay? Again, don't go by the gender. I feel like this is the kind of energy that you are embodying, knowing your sense of worth, okay? But I strongly feel like the person who's coming in could be either a fire sign. There is a lot of fire sign energy here. Fire element, basically Aries, Leo, Sag. And we've got the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So that's more fire, more confirmation. And the King of Pentacles to me is somebody who is dependable, who takes things slow, who's also detail oriented. I feel like this is also the kind of energy that you're now embodying, okay? Being cautious, being careful, knowing that you are worthy of something that is good, okay? Yeah, more Wands energy. Like, what's happening here? Yeah, we've got the Hermit, Temperance, King of Wands, and the Hangman. So there are 3 cards here which are in a way cautionary about taking things slow, okay? That's like the biggest message that is coming through. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck, which also signifies taking your power back, owning your power, knowing your sense of worth, okay? Having the willpower to see something through, okay? Being disciplined, being structured. But with the King and Queen of Wands here, you are definitely likely to attract a fire sign. You've got a Sag as well here. You've got a Pisces and a Virgo. You've got 3 major arcana right in this row alone, okay? So this is a big message from Spirit to really take things slow this time. Do not hurry things up, because you might find yourself, you might end up in this kind of a situation again, okay? 8s are linked into a lot of like mental, like Mercury kind of energy. So it might affect your mind a lot if you, and it's also about, you know, constriction. Like when you have 4s are about stability, 8s are more about imagine double security. That's like feeling too constricted, okay? Like you have no way out, and it's teaching you to basically let go of certain things and release certain things. And this to me is saying that you've done your work, okay? You've done your inner work. You are a wise person now because of whatever has happened in the past. And you've been through that. You do not want to repeat those lessons. So it's better for you to, you know, take one day at a time, to temper this fiery energy and to do everything in moderation, okay? That's the most essential message of the Temperance card, since you do have a lot of fire going on here, okay? So you may be really driven and passionate at this time, and there is a lot of like physical intimacy kind of energy, which I did see in that reading as well. A lot of chemistry, okay? But what stands the test of time, what you're looking for in terms of fidelity, longevity, and commitment, is something that is a lot more stable and grounded, like the King of Pentacles, okay? So that's something that you can focus on now that you have probably the energy and the time to shift your perspective and look at things differently. I feel like you're going to come out of this ready for something that is a lot more authentic to you, okay? So let's get one advice card for you from Spirit. Okay, what is the advice for, okay, actually 3 of them popped out. I don't know if I should okay, yeah. So we've got Spend quality time together. That's nice. If you can, that is, in these circumstances. Listen and talk to each other. Express love to receive love. This is more like a 6 of cups, 6 of pentacles energy. And incidentally, this is a number 6. And this is have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. What I'm being called to say here is really pay attention to somebody's words. Get to know somebody at a deeper level, at a real level, okay? Let them open their heart out to you so that you can see them for who they really are. And for that, you need to spend more time with them. You need to get to know them better. You need to, well, you know, right? You're not a kid, so you know what I'm trying to say. And of course, have faith that what's coming, okay, is actually good for you. Now that you've done all of that work and you've thought a lot, you've done your inner work, okay? So interesting reading. Let me know if it resonated with you. I'm wishing you all the very best, and I'm happy with this reading. I was not happy with the previous reading. So anyway, take care of yourself, Scorpio, and I'm going to see you again in another video. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And if it resonates with you, do let me know in the comment section. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.